Audio Jungle.
Prisoner escaped police custody while being treated at hospital. A search is now underway for a prisoner who escaped custody on Tuesday, April 29, while being treated at a hospital in the corporate area. The escapee has been identified as 29-year-old Garfield Dias, otherwise called Comfort Ball, of St. Paul's Lane, Kingston 11, who was in custody and assault occasioning grievously bodily harm charges. He is of dark complexion, medium build, and has scar on the left side of his head and right arm. Reports from the St. Andrew South Police are that about 4 a.m., Dias fled custody while being treated at hospital in the corporate area. Dias is being asked to surrender himself to the police. Anyone knowing his whereabouts is being asked to contact the Hunts Bay Police at 876-923-7111, 119 Police Emergency Number or the nearest police station. The police are also advising the public that harboring a fugitive is a criminal offense. Jamaica's son killed during TikTok live stream on Red Hills Road. The music industry is reeling from the news about the execution-style killing of the son of well-known reggae star Jamaican. The deceased Jabari Baba Skeng Johnson was shot dead during a social media live stream in the vicinity of a shop on Red Hills Road on Monday. The St. Andrew North Police are probing the incident. When contacted by reporters, Jameis, who confirmed that his son has been killed, he couldn't say much of the incident because it has just happened and he was still processing the news with his family. Reports are that Jackson was live on social media platform TikTok when he was approached by a hoodlum figure who shot Johnson in the back of his head. The murder took place in the vicinity of the Queenie's Snack Shop on Red Hills Road in St. Andrew. The left-handed man, decked in black and wearing a mask, shot Johnson twice at close range, and after Johnson fell to the ground, riddled the body with several shots. Then the attacker escaped. This is the fourth high-profile murder of a popular TikTok figure in recent months. Jamaican TikToker Marlon Samuels, known as 41 Bosshead, was tragically shot and killed in Montego Bay on December 20, 2024. Another high-profile murder was that of 23-year-old Xavier Nigamfigon, who was killed down on Panton Lane in St. Catherine on December 7, 2004. In September 2024, Popsy 23 was murdered by armed assailants. Jamaica Fire Brigade's management served with 72-hour strike notice as drivers' mechanics restive over unresolved salary issues. The management of the Jamaica Fire Brigade has been served a 72-hour strike notice. The notice was served by the Jamaica Civil Service Association due to poor working conditions and unresolved salary issues affecting mechanics and drivers. The JCSA said for several months it has been actively engaging with the brigade and relevant stakeholders to resolve the issues. President Clark Griffiths said these engagements include the submission of revised job descriptions and a comprehensive claim covering the period 2022 to 2025. She noted that despite these efforts, the issues remain unresolved. Mrs. Clark Griffiths said the affected workers have grown increasingly restive as they continue to work under conditions that do not reflect the value of their service to the organization and the nation. She said the mechanics and drivers have indicated that they cannot guarantee the continuation of normal operations after the 72-hour notice has expired. Mrs. Clark Griffiths added that if meaningful progress is not made, the association will be forced to support the workers in taking industrial action to secure the justice they deserve.
They have not received an increase in salary for the last 15 years. And we managed to broker an agreement with the brigade by paying them a lump sum leading up to 2022. So we have been in dialogue with the ministry and the Jamaica Fire Brigade to settle the outstanding claim for drivers and mechanics of the Fire Brigade, by the way, which is earning $65,000 and little over that per month. So it is a long-standing issue. Since 2013, they have not had a proper salary increase, and we're talking about drivers and mechanics that drive the tankers We are now at a point where we cannot continue to allow this situation to go any further. We have engaged the Jamaica Fire Brigade. We have come up with deals. We have looked at the job description. We've made recommendations. There's another thing that they're doing where they're canceling the regular firefighters, and the drivers have to fill in for them. And they don't get overtime. They don't get call out allowance. They are not in receipt of the new salary. So we are saying that the drivers are upset about what is happening. And we too, as a union, we cannot have a settlement. We have written to the fire brigade. We have met with the fire brigade. We have reviewed the job description. We have met with the mechanics and drivers. We have made our recommendations. To date, nothing.
PM Holness support police amidst protests by JFG. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness also wore blue to show his support for the police force amidst the protests by human rights lobby group Jamaicans for Justice. Speaking at the grand opening of Jamaica Packaging Industry Limited new factory, Dr. Holness said he wore blue to demonstrate his support for the police. Noting that gangs have been wreaking havoc across the country, Dr. Holness said the security forces will not relent in ensuring that the murder rate falls below 1,000 this year. He said under his leadership, gangs will not control the country.
So I wear full blue today to show my support for our security forces in ensuring that Jamaica is a safe place. 80% or more of murders in Jamaica are committed by gangs. We have a false notion that these gangs are an association of disenfranchised young men. Yes, there is an element of that. But the gangs that we are dealing with are more appropriately described as criminal enterprises. They are an organization of very intelligent persons who pool resources together for criminal intent. They want to be able to sell their drugs exclusively, conduct their scamming operations exclusively, conduct their extortion exclusively. And then they take some of the profit and pretend that they are conducting welfare exercises. They will tell you, we'll help to send your children to school, but at night, they call your daughter, they send your son to commit a robbery. And then eventually, petty arguments happen between them, and then they send your son to go and carry out a vendetta killing. This is what is happening. I will be the first to tell you that my administration will never sit by and allow our state forces to act in a way that wantonly abuses the human rights of our citizens. That must never happen, and I want to reinforce that point and say it very loudly. That will never happen under my watch.
NIA hosts workshop to boost civil society organizations. Anti-Corruption Watchdog National Integrity Action NIA recently hosted a workshop for civil society organizations aimed at developing a working paper towards enhancing their capacity for advocacy in Jamaica. Daniel Archer, Principal Director of the NIA, said the long-term goal is for civil society groups to establish permanent administrative offices. She said she was pleased that NIA will play a role in what she described as a transformative initiative. We want to not just build a framework but create a movement, and together we aim to collaborate on developing a comprehensive working paper that will shape our approach and create a dynamic secretariat, Artis said at the launch of the workshop. Head of the Corporation of the Delegation of the European Union to Jamaica lauded the NIA for the initiative. I congratulate the NIA for its continued advocacy around democracy issues and its role as a civil society agent for change in promoting human rights, notably through its contribution to the empowerment of right holders and fostering accountability and transparency, which are so vital to the enjoyment of human rights, he stated. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.